Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and welcome to All Initiative. Today we're going to be talking a bit about my top tips for great DMing, so let's get started. Well, I think the first thing that I need to say is that being a great DM is going to mean something different at different tables. Even the best DM isn't going to be the best for every different table, as every table is different and everyone's looking for something else from the game. Even the best DM can't be perfect at everyone's preferred style. So, as a dungeon master, it's your job to find out what style your players like, what style you like, and what works for your table. And then practice that and become the best DM that you can be. Now, on to some of my actual advice. The DM is the player's guide through the game. They tell you what's around and what isn't, and what you can do. Your players need you to be able to know what the area looks like, what NPCs look like. You're their guide, their eyes, and their ears in your world. So when you describe what's around or describe the people they're talking to, remember that they can't see these people in their minds except for what you tell them. But as your players don't want to listen to hour-long descriptions about everyone they meet, then it's best to keep your descriptions clear, simple, short, and interesting. One of the most important things to players in D&D is their characters. So when their character gets a ton of new abilities and then you stop giving them challenges where those abilities will be helpful because it'll now be too easy and not a challenge, then that's like being given a new ability in a game and then never needing that ability anymore. While it kind of makes sense logically, when you think about it, they are really excited about getting those new abilities. So it should probably be more like a dungeon in Legend of Zelda. You get a new weapon or a new skill or item, and you need it to complete the dungeon. Sometimes it can be really tempting to just write a story and have players more follow your story than create their own. My best way for trying to fix this is to not create a story, not come up with what's going to happen, come up with what is happening, and then let your players come in and dramatically change everything. Because if you go into something trying to make it turn out a certain way, then it's gonna feel very flat to the players. Like if they're trying to talk to an evil NPC, but you've decided that they're evil and they're gonna stay that way, then it gives the players no room to try and change the story. If they don't even have a chance of changing anyone, if NPCs are just set to friendly or hostile or even indifferent, then if the players can't change that, why do they bother interacting with anyone but friendly NPCs? So I like to decide what's going on before the players arrive and how NPCs' attitudes are to the party at first, and then allow everything to react to the party and evolve from all of their interactions with the world. When your players make long or detailed backstories, that means that they really care about the past of their character, which means that they're going to be really happy and grateful if you bring that into the campaign. If you base a villain off of something bad that happened in their backstory, or if you bring in a character from their backstory as an NPC, then that's going to give them something personal in the world and make them feel more attached to it. I'm personally not super worried about backstory length. Some players will give me pretty much a couple words, other players will give me a lot, and I don't really worry that much about it. I just bring their backstory into the campaign with however much they have. If they have a lot, then they're likely to be very connected to the campaign, and their backstory is probably going to be woven in with the main plotline. Whereas if they don't have as much, then I still try and add something for pretty much every player, but it's going to be less or smaller the less backstory they have given me to work with. The last thing I'm going to say is that if you're not sure what you can do to make your table better, then ask your players. Ask them what parts they enjoy, what they'd like to see more of in your game. Although, no matter how much you know about what direction your game should go in, how many tips you pick up, or how much advice you've been given, you need to practice. Nothing is magically going to make you an amazing DM other than practice and experience. But I really hope that this video was helpful and that it can help you to improve your games. And if you enjoyed it, then I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a like or maybe even subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.